In a significant escalation of tensions in the West Bank, Israeli forces have carried out a raid on a hospital, ending in the death of 3 militants, according to official statements. The operation, which has sent ripples through the region, saw armed individuals in civilian clothing engaged by the military in a healthcare facility, an event confirmed by surveillance footage released by the Palestinian Authority. The incident occurred amid a period of intensifying violence in the area, with the Israeli military increasing their operations against suspected militant activities. The West Bank has been a flashpoint of conflict, with both Israeli and Palestinian communities experiencing a tragic cycle of violence and retaliation. According to the Israeli military, the operation was a targeted effort to apprehend individuals believed to be involved in recent attacks against Israeli civilians and security personnel. The hospital raid represents a rare but not unprecedented move by Israeli forces, who contend that militants often seek refuge in populated areas, making such interventions necessary. Observers note that raids of this nature pose complex challenges, balancing security concerns with international norms regarding the sanctity of medical facilities and the protection of patients and staff. The incident has sparked a mixture of condemnation and support. Some decry the use of force in sensitive locations, while others argue that the presence of armed combatants in such areas poses an unacceptable risk. The surveillance video disseminated by the Palestinian Authority has contributed to the public's understanding of these events, depicting men with weapons inside the hospital premises. This imagery has fueled debate over the rules of engagement in conflict zones and the ethical considerations that accompany military operations in civilian spaces. The news of these deaths comes at a time when diplomatic efforts in the region are under strain. International partners and regional powers alike are calling for restraint and the de-escalation of hostilities. Meanwhile, the community grieves the loss of life, and human rights groups raise concerns over the conduct of armed operations in protected spaces. This incident underscores the challenges faced in the West Bank, where the cycle of violence has hindered peace initiatives and sown deep mistrust between communities. As the region navigates this latest episode, the international community watches with a mixture of concern and urgency, hoping for a return to dialogue and an end to the cycle of violence that has plagued the area for so long.